Recently, I brought out from deep storage some of the Food Museum's seafood collection, memorabilia and archives, and and I created some 40 different shows, different topics on this big seafood topic for a YouTube channel. I'm just going to show you some of the shows that we've done. We did an introduction to seafood, saltwater fish introduction, one on cod, herring, salmon, halibut, sea bass, swordfish, tuna, sardines, anchovy, mullet, pufferfish. So all those had slideshows associated with them. You can see them on YouTube. We've got them up there now. Also an introduction to freshwater fish, and then shows about trout, shad, carp, catfish, alewives, perch, the Nile perch, Trasimeno smelt, Italy, the minnow, and then this is the introduction to shellfish, and then we did a whole show on clams, oysters, crabs, lobster, crawfish, shrimp, scallop, mussels, abalone, octopus, squid, eel, conch, and then we did a show about seafood restaurant heritage sites, fish and chips, seafood heritage sites and service markets and trails and all sorts of places where they're preserving their seafood. And that is that, yeah. So there's some 350 slides on 40 different topics. Here's one of my favorite in the collection. This little frog, he's a fly fisherman. He's got his flies all tied there, and he's got all his gear, his vest, his rod. And yeah, this is a Japanese inro. This is a carp that is used to hold a kimono items, and for the kimono, here's this wonderful salmon, carved salmon with the bear. Here's another carp. Of course, we did squid and octopus. Look at all these different seafoods. We did a show about Alaska. Oysters, yes. We have little miniature knots. Here's the eel, sushi. Look at this halibut we got up in Alaska. There's a painting from India, paella. Carp again, models of fishing vessels. There's a model of the lobster pot. Here's a Thai fisherman with his little basket. And here's an actual Thai bamboo basket that is woven from these thin strips of bamboo. And they catch, the fish swim in, by the way, in here and then in there. And they can't turn around, so they get caught. This little fisherman here. Yeah, we did a show about saltwater shrimp fishermen that ride horses and pull the nets in Belgium. Look at this carp. This is a carp and chrysanthemums picture from the 1890s. There's a show about sturgeon, I think. Look at this little model of a sardine toy kid. They're trying to escape. Lots of things about oysters. A big collection of oyster tools. These are the hammers that they use to hammer apart, or they used to use to hammer apart oysters that were growing together. And then there's the oyster knives. This is kind of a rare lead one. Here's a ginger grater in the shape of a pufferfish, and we have the pufferfish. This is a batik tie-dye original entrance to a pufferfish or a fugu restaurant in Japan. Highly poisonous fish. You have to know how to detoxify the organs, and it's a really interesting story. We did a whole show on that. Oysters, they sometimes grow them on ropes, and then mostly they're growing them in these nets here. They put the little spat in here, and then they grow larger. This is a crayfish or crawfish trap. See them here. We did a show about that, how that works in Louisiana. And this these are Mardi Gras beads. Got that little crawfish. Yeah, a big show on catfish, and didn't realize how important catfish were. Conch and the Conch Republic in Key West, and the whole story of conch chowder in the Bahamas. Scallops. Look at this little toy scallop. Yeah, mole frite, Belgium. This guy's having mole frite. French fries and mussels. Certainly, we're doing a subject, lots of things about British fish and chips. What else we got here? Look at this beautiful, I don't know, maybe it's an ashtray, but it's a brass oyster. All these shucking tools. Here's abalone, isn't it? Of course, we did a nice show on abalone. Oh, and the crab. These guys are fun. We had them dancing around. Yeah, and clams, another big subject we enjoyed. Look at these painted clam shells from Japan. Yeah, I think that may be sort of a quick view of it all. So if you like these shows, there's 40 different shows about seafood. We're going to do another couple of shows about our seafood library, which we've got all to show you. And look at the trout slippers there. Forgot did I mention the eel? So yeah, this was a labor of love. Took a bunch of weeks to get this all together. I enjoy seeing the things we collected. All of the things we have in the Food Museum, the library, everything is all we hope to donate to a community or university that's interested in food studies, and would keep all of our projects going. So thanks. By the way, if you like these shows, you can subscribe on YouTube. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. And you can tell your friends about them. You can leave us messages, and we'll see you again. Let's just flip through these. So many wonderful subjects. I learned so much by doing this, creating all of these shows. Each one of these has like 5 or 6 or 7 slides about them, and you can see them all on our YouTube channel. Yeah. There you go. See you next time. Thanks for joining us.